Well, I just thought we have to be better. I didn't think we were very good yesterday. Nothing's going on. We pass it to them. They shoot it in the empty net. I thought our power play breakouts and entries were awful. I thought our penalty kill forecheck wasn't good. They scored some easy goals we can't have. I didn't think we played fast or executed as good as we could. So give them credit. They were better than they were in game one, and we weren't as good.
What can you do, or what can he do, Nyquist that is, to get back to scoring like anything like he was for a stretch of the season?
Well, it's not even scoring. You got to compete, though. You got to get playing like you can. But, anytime you've been through it, and now suddenly, instead of being a guy no one even heard of, like last year in the playoffs, you're a guy they heard of. Space is probably a little harder to come by. You just got to find your game. And the thing I know about Nike is he always seems to find his game. I'm not that concerned. I had a chat with him last night on the plane. I expect him to be very good.
Mike, what's your message to a guy like Brendan Smith after he goes toe-to-toe a little bit there with Z?
Well, I thought he made a good decision. I don't know why I'd go toe-to-toe with him. I guess the way I look at it is if you're a really good speaker, then you should find employment speaking. If you're a really good fighter, you should find employment fighting. So, you walk into the bar and there's this beautiful young gal standing next to this 6'5" monster who makes his living fighting for a living, and you're the best pool player in the bar. Are you going to play pool or are you going to fight? Figure it out. It seems simple to me. I don't know. I don't know if that's an analogy that works for you or not, but no, I never called anybody a monster, but you're writing it so you can make it what you want. One guy's 6'9", one guy's not. What would be the good decision? I guess all I'm saying is I think you should do what you do well. Play pool.
Mike, could you just, through two games, assess the play of the kid line, Tatar, Shan, Yurko? What are you seeing from them, and what do they need to do better?
I thought they did real well, and the reason I say that, they went head-to-head with Krejci in 2 games. If I'm not mistaken, those guys scored on the power play, and they scored on a cross and spot where our D didn't pick it up, but not in a situation. So basically, I think Krejci, Ginla, Lucic are considered to be a dominant line in the league. And those guys have gone toe-to-toe with them, I think. So now we come home and we get to decide matchups. I think they've been fine. I think they can be better, though.
You talked a little bit about the power play. How can you get better on the penalty kill?
Well, just what I said, our forecheck I thought was awful. We let him come through us instead of just making him put it on the wall and being aggressive and being on our toes, and I thought we got cautious. And saying that, we can't let it go through us either. We got to do a better job.
Mike, what do you say to your players? I mean, obviously, they've seen 2 very different games against this Boston team. What do you say to them about playing the right way, and how much do they just know that they didn't play their style of game yesterday?
Well, we talk about it. I think we talked about it yesterday after the first period. I thought we had the game right back where we wanted. We had the game playing fast. It was 2-1. We made a mistake on a rush entry on a crossing spot that's a simple sort out and ended up in our net. I thought the game was over at that point. But we just got to play the way we have. I think, I've been here 9 years. We've done this 9 times. And you go through it each and every year, the same thing. You get in a series and one team adjusts, another team adjusts, you just keep going. I just think for our team to be effective, we have to do exactly what we do. If we want to have a scrum after every whistle and get in a cross-checking match after every whistle, and I assume they're not letting you run people on icings anymore. I figure they probably got that figured out after yesterday. Little things like that, I assume those things will be cleaned up.